So what is Mongoose? Mongoose is an ODM, an object document mapping library. And that's really similar to Sequelize, which was an ORM, an object relational mapping library. And the difference, of course, just is that MongoDB is not a relational database, it's a document database. It thinks in documents, and hence we have a ODM here. So the idea stays the same though. We have some data, some entity in our application, let's say a user, and we want to save that to a collection. We want to map our JavaScript object to a document in a collection that could look something like this. And of course, we can write the query for that on our own. That is exactly what we did in the last module. But it would be a bit easier if we could just focus on our objects, on our data, and see how it should look like and then work with it. And this is not even the final syntax you see here. We can use Mongoose a bit differently than you see it here, but even that would be a bit more concise. So just as Sequelize, Mongoose tries to allow us to define models with which we then work and where all the queries are done behind the scenes, which of course does not mean that we can't influence it and that we can't change some things. The core concepts are that we work with schemas and models where we define how our data should look like. And then we have so-called instances where we instantiate our models, so where we create real JavaScript objects we can work with that are based on our blueprints. And once we got that set up, we can run queries. And there we again use our objects, we use our models, and we can then query the database, but through Mongoose with various helpers we get, some syntactical sugar, and so on. So that is the idea behind Mongoose, really similar to what Sequelize did for SQL. And therefore with that, let's dive in, let's add it to our project, and let's see how we can use it there.